Listen closely, this message is urgent and life-changing. If you're watching this right now, it's not a coincidence. God Himself is calling you. You are the chosen one, chosen to leave behind your old life and step into a new reality. This is God's farewell to the material world, a divine call to rise higher than ever before. What you've been waiting for, praying for, and hoping to receive is no longer far off. It's already unfolding. The breakthrough you've been seeking is here. Your spirit is ready to release the familiar and step into a higher dimension, a realm of God's love, protection, and power. But listen carefully, time is short. This shift is happening fast. You must be prepared to answer the call. Before we go deeper, stop everything and do 3 things right now. Smash that like button to show you're ready. Subscribe to join the 1,000 strong, the rising community of chosen ones. And drop the number 99 in the comments. That's not just a number, it's a sacred code, a signal to the universe that you're stepping into alignment with divine purpose. If you are truly chosen, you'll watch this message until the end. Your spirit already knows this is your moment. If you're not ready, this awakening may pass you by. But if you are, if you make it through, your life will never be the same. God is calling. It's time to pack your bags. Are you ready to rise? Let's begin. There comes a moment in every chosen soul's journey when the divine voice breaks through the noise of this world. It whispers not loudly but powerfully. It's time. This call is unlike anything else. It's not just a feeling, it's a sacred summons from God Himself, reaching into the deepest part of your being, urging you to prepare for a transformation that transcends earthly existence. Even the universe begins to shift. Circumstances realign, signs appear, everything begins to move around you, signaling that your moment to ascend is near. Whether you feel ready or not, this is both an invitation and a promise to leave behind the chaos, distractions, and burdens of the physical world and enter a place of peace, clarity, and divine purpose. This call isn't for everyone, it's for the few. The ones who have endured hardship, faced darkness, walked through fire, and emerged with stronger faith and purer spirit. This is your sign. You've been chosen. Every trial you faced, every moment of pain, every lesson you were being prepared for this moment. You stand now at the edge of transformation, about to cross into a destiny far greater than anything your mind can imagine. Picture this. You're standing at dawn, the first light breaking over the horizon, casting everything in golden glow. That stillness, that clarity, that's what God is offering you, a new beginning, a higher call. The world around you may not understand. Some may doubt, others may fear. But deep within, your soul knows the truth. You've always been ready. Now is the time to say yes, yes to God, yes to your purpose, yes to the new reality waiting for you. The door is open. Step through. The divine plan waits. All its beauty and pain, this world was never meant to be your final home. The chosen ones carry a sacred light within them, a spark of divine essence that longs to reunite with its creator. Life's hardships have been the crucible in which your spirit was refined, preparing you for a great leap from the seen to the unseen. It's a bittersweet truth. Your heart often felt out of place here, not by mistake, but because your true belonging lies beyond the material. You've witnessed how this world can be unkind, harsh, and often blind to the light you see. Moments when you were misunderstood, overlooked, or rejected have carved deep impressions on your life. But those painful experiences were not fun. They have deepened your longing for a higher existence, one where love, truth, and honor are not but the very fabric of reality. You were never meant to remain trapped in the endless cycles of distraction and suffering. God's plan has always been to call you here, to remind you that your path leads elsewhere, far beyond this world's illusions. Take comfort in this truth. You are chosen. The divine does not call just anyone. You were handpicked because your spirit is strong, your faith unshakable, and your heart remains pure even after walking through the... Yes, the journey has been long. Yes, the waiting has been full. But the day is drawing near, the day you will be free from the chains of this world and step into the purpose you were born to fill. Saying goodbye is never easy, especially to a world that has shaped you, broken you, taught you. It has been your battlefield and your soul. And yet this goodbye is not filled with sorrow. It is sacred. It is grace-filled. It is not a loss. It is a divine departure, a celebration of everything you have become and everything you are about to become. As the material realm fades behind you, so too do its worries, its fears, and its limits. You are preparing to cross a holy threshold into a place where nothing can dim your light, silence your voice, or stifle your spirit. This transition may arrive in different forms. For some, it will be a gentle awakening in this lifetime. For others, a peaceful departure in their finals. And for a few, a profound spiritual shift that transcends time. But no matter how it arrives, the essence remains unchanged. God is calling. Soon, the noise and distractions of this world will feel like a distant dream. You will be wrapped in divine love and guided by a peace that surpasses human understanding. Think of it like a butterfly emerging from the cocoon, shedding its old, limited form and unfolding brilliant wings for the very first. This goodbye is not end. It is your. It is the moment your soul begins to soar free, radiant, and eternal, and it is happening now. Whether you feel ready or not, the divine plan is unfolding perfectly, just as it was always meant to. This sacred call is not heard by all. It's reserved for the rarest of souls, just 1% those who have reached the summit of spiritualness. If it now, and it is no accident. It is not by chance. It is divine. God's voice calling. Can you hear it? The calling is a divine filter, separating those prepared for the next level from those still walking other paths. Are you among the chosen? Have you truly felt that unmistakable tug in your heart, the quiet whisper that tells you you were made for something more, something far beyond the noise and illusion of this world? It's a humbling and sacred truth. Only a small fraction of humanity reaches this stage. While many remain caught in the web of worldly desires and fleeting distractions, a rare few are awakened. Those who hear the call have lived a different kind of life. Their path is marked by sacrifice, by faith, by an unwavering commitment to spiritual growth. They've faced darkness, overcome fears, passed divine tests, and proven themselves ready for something greater. If you're hearing these words now, know this: it's no accident. This message has found you because your soul is prepared. Even if your mind hesitates, your spirit already knows the divine has chosen you. You are part of a sacred remnant, an elite group, handpicked by God to ascend to a realm where the soul's full potential is unlocked. Your journey is unlike any other. Your calling is holy. Embrace it with courage, with surrender, and with joy. Throughout your life, God has walked beside you unseen, but never absent. Every step, every stumble, and every breakthrough, He was there. The trials you endured were never punishments. They were lessons, spiritual sculpting. Each moment of pain was a refinement, every setback a setup for something glorious. And now, after so many struggles, the time of reward has finally arrived. God's love is descending upon you like gentle rain, refreshing, healing, and sustaining your soul. But this love isn't about material blessings or temporary pleasures. The rewards of the divine are eternal: peace that surpasses understanding, joy that never fades, and a purpose that transcends all human ambition. You are about to enter a realm where your true worth is not just recognized, it is celebrated. Picture it standing before the gates of heaven, your name spoken with honor and reverence. That is the reward for your faithfulness. That is the outcome of perseverance. You have passed the tests, and now the blessings flow freely. No longer will you carry the scars of battle alone. In this new chapter, you are lifted, cherished, and seen for the strength, grace, and courage you have shown in this life. Every hardship, every heartbreak was part of a divine curriculum, crafted to shape you into the one God always knew you could become. Now that you've passed these sacred tests, something extraordinary begins. You are being promoted, elevated, entrusted with a higher spiritual role. Think of it not as an ending, but as a graduation, a rite of passage into a divine order. You are no longer just a wanderer in the world. You are a servant of purpose, a vessel of light, a chosen soul called to rise. You are now a servant of God, entrusted with new duties and a deeper, unbreakable connection to the divine. This promotion is not just symbolic. It carries immense honor, sacred responsibility, and the eternal promise of divine love. You will be equipped with wisdom beyond this world and strength that defies human understanding. This is your moment to rise, to fully embrace your new identity with humility and courage, trusting that God's grace will sustain you every step of the way. The trials and tests are now behind, but the journey continues on a much higher plane. Your elevation is living proof that faith is never wasted and endurance never ignored. The divine plan is unfolding perfectly through you, orchestrated by wisdom greater than we can comprehend. The realm you are about to enter transcends human logic and the limitations of time. It is a sacred dimension where the soul experiences unshakable unity with the divine presence. To move into this higher reality, you must leave behind the noise, chaos, and illusions of the material world and step fully into the stillness of light, love, and infinite peace. In this higher plane, God's essence is not distant, it is tangible. You will feel it with every breath, and your spirit will soar freely, unhindered by fear or doubt. This transformation is more than spiritual, it is complete. You will shed the last remnants of your old self, like shadows dissolving under the morning sun. The higher realm welcomes you as a beloved child of God, ready for eternal service, joy, and radiance. Imagine being wrapped in God's embrace, a love so deep it surpasses anything this world could offer. This new dimension is not just a destination, it's a sanctuary, a place where your soul will find rest, healing, purpose, and a place where your true self will flourish like never before. The ascent has already begun. Every step you take brings you closer to divine fulfillment. But before you fully cross over, let this truth settle deep within your heart. The world may have never seen you clearly, but heaven always has. Too often, the world fails to recognize the true worth of a pure. You may have been overlooked, dismissed, misunderstood, your sacrifices unacknowledged, your gifts ignored. That pain is real, and you have carried it with. But it was never thing. It created. It made you ready. It proved that your heart remains pure even in a broken world. Earthly recognition is fleeting, but the honor awaiting you in God's kingdom is. You will be celebrated not for what the world saw, but for what God always. The wounds of rejection will be replaced with the joy of divine vision. The love you gave so freely, even when it wasn't returned, will come back to you multiplied. Take heart in this sacredness. Your value was never defined by the world's opinions, but by the Creator who formed you with infinite intention. Heaven sees you, heaven knows you, and heaven welcomes you with arms wide open. The journey of spiritual growth is lifelong, and now you've reached its summit, a sacred height that very few souls ever. This peak isn't defined by age or intellect, but by the purity of your soul, the depth of your faith, and the quiet power of your endurance. You have arrived, you are chosen, and your reward has begun. This moment is about more than just change. It is about the profound maturity of your spirit. It reflects a readiness to leave the old self behind and step into the fullness of your divine purpose. At this sacred pinnacle, the time comes to transition from the earthly pilgrimage to your eternal home. Reaching this point is not accidental, it is the result of your unwavering commitment to walk the path God laid before you. You have cultivated patience, faith, love, and wisdom through every hardship and every triumph. The trials were not punishments, they were stepping stones, each one guiding you closer to this divine threshold. And now the horizon stretches wide, filled with radiant promise. It is time to move beyond what you've known and step boldly into the eternal. But make no mistake, this is not an ending. It is a glorious continuation. As you rise, you carry with you the sacred lessons of a lifetime, ready to serve in higher realms and greater capacities. Your spirit is awakened. The divine realms rejoice in anticipation of your arrival. To be chosen by God is the highest honor. You are not only loved, you are entrusted with a sacred mission. This divine service is no ordinary duty. It is a spiritual calling, a chance to work alongside God's light, to become a living beacon of love, hope, and healing for a world in need. This vocation transcends the earthly. It aligns your soul with the very heart of God's perfect plan. Entering this higher service means embracing your role as a worker in God's vineyard. You will be given divine tasks, each one uniquely designed for your strengths and spiritual gifts. Your contributions will ripple through creation, becoming part of the great unfolding of God's kingdom. It is a role of profound responsibility, but also immense joy. You will witness firsthand the power of love and grace in action. Imagine serving in a realm where every act is infused with divine meaning, where your presence uplifts souls and brings harmony to the universe. This is not a burden, this is a blessing, a chance to give back to the source of all life, a chance to fulfill the destiny you were always meant for. You are God's beloved, and your eternal service will reflect that love endlessly. Of course, fear often comes with change, especially when it means leaving behind what is familiar. But this departure is not like any other. It is not a loss, it is a passage into perfect alignment with God's will. And in that alignment, fear cannot survive. It dissolves in the brilliance of divine assurance. You are not stepping into the unknown, you are stepping into your true home, and you are not walking alone, you are carried, held, and guided by the infinite love of your Creator. This moment calls for courage, not the absence of fear, but the sacred choice to trust completely in the one who has always been with you. Your spirit has been prepared, tested, refined, and now the current of the divine gently pulls you forward. Let peace settle in your heart. Let surrender replace striving. This is not the end. This is the perfect harmony of spirit and purpose, a divine alignment unfolding, just as it was always meant. Embrace this departure with open arms, with a calm heart, with faith that does not wait, because this, right here, is the ultimate act of faith, a sacred leap into the arms of the one who formed you, knew you, and loved you beyond measure. There is no fear, only trust, only the joyous anticipation of reunion with the divine, and in divine timing, certain moments hold immeasurable spiritual power. This is one. There is profound significance in the 12th hour, whether taken literally or symbolic. It is the hour when the veil between worlds thins and the realms align in perfect harmony. This sacred moment is when your departure will be most aligned with the cosmic, allowing for a smooth, graceful transition into the higher dimension. Across spiritual traditions and throughout history, midnight and midday have been regarded as portals, thresholds of transformation. Where time folds and the divine draws near, this alignment is no accident. It is a divine orchestration, ensuring that your soul moves forward at the exact moment when heaven and earth converge. In this sacred hour, you will feel an unshakable connection to the divine rhythm that pulses through all creation. Prepare your heart for this moment, for it is in this hour that you will leave behind your physical form and step fully into your eternal origin. Trust the timing, for God's clock never runs. The 12th hour marks the gateway to eternity, and you will pass through it with grace, dignity, and divine blessing. Leaving the body may seem daunting, but it is not a loss, it is a magnificent return, a homecoming to your true, eternal self. Your soul, radiant and unmetered, will transcend the limits of flesh and bone to reunite with the source from which the body is a temporary vessel, fragile but your spirit is eternal, infused with the essence of God's love and light. In this moment of transition, you will shed all earthly bindings. You will awaken into your highest form, free, whole, and gloriously alive. This is not death, it is liberation, the fulfillment of your soul's deepest longing. Imagine your spirit soaring beyond the stars, embraced by a love so absolute it dissolves all fear, all pain, and all memory of it. You will enter a realm where your true identity shines without hindrance, where every breath is a song of divine praise. This is not the end, it is the beginning of your eternal journey. For too long, your light may have flickered in the shadows, dimmed by doubt, dulled by pain, or hidden under the weight of this world. But now that light rises, and it will shine brighter than ever before. It is a light forged by grace, nurtured through faith, and strengthened by perseverance. It is your divine radiance, ready to blaze forth without hesitation or This light within you is not you. It is a beacon, a guiding flame for others still wandering in darkness. Your light carries healing. It carries hope. It carries ancientdom. And now, as end, it will no longer be confined or questioned. It will blaze with radiant power, lighting the way toward truth, love, and spiritual freedom. This is your divine inheritance. Let the warmth of that light fill your heart. Let it flood your soul. Let it transform you. Your light was never meant to be small. It was never meant to be hidden. It was always destined to transform the world. Every ending carries within it a beginning. And this final goodbye to the material world is no exception. Though it may feel like a departure, it is in truth a divine arrival. Farewell is not the end. It is the first sacred step into eternity. It is a step beyond the boundaries of time, into a realm filled with divine love, endless peace, and boundless joy. This moment marks your transition from mortality to immortality. Saying goodbye is both emotional and sacred. It honors the life you lived, the lessons you learned, and the love you shared. It is a ritual of release, an act of acceptance, preparing your soul to enter the next realm fully and freely. Though the world may mourn your departure, your spirit rejoices, for it returns to the eternal embrace of God. As you take this final step, know that you are forever cherished, forever connected to the source of all life. Eternity waits with open arms, ready to welcome you home. The final goodbye is not a conclusion. It is the magnificent beginning of your eternal journey in divine light. Many believe that the moment of death is the closing of life's curtain, but what lies ahead is not an end, it is a glorious beginning. When your spirit crosses into God's realm, you awaken to a new chapter 1, where limitations fall away and true freedom begins. This sacred transition opens the gates to a world where your soul can finally flourish in ways the earth could never contain. It is a rebirth into divine light, a moment when your true journey truly begins. This beginning is wrapped in grace, radiant with purpose, and overflowing with love. You are no longer bound by time, by pain, or by fear. Your spirit is now free to rise into its infinite potential. Every longing you felt, every tear you cried, every silent ache in your heart here, they are healed. In this sacred space, you are not the version of yourself shaped by struggle or shadow. You are now the radiant, eternal child of God, ready to embrace the fullness of your divine inheritance. And the beauty of this beginning is that it never ends. There is no fear here, no sorrow, only the pure, eternal truth of your oneness with the divine. As you step across the threshold, your soul merges with God's infinite presence. You don't just continue, you awaken. You come fully alive for the first time, immersed in love and light beyond human understanding. This new beginning is your destiny. No matter how heavy the journey has been, or how long the nights of sorrow lasted, your arrival was always part of the divine plan. The realm of spirit welcomes you now with joy, peace, and eternal celebration. Let hope rise in your heart. Let peace settle in your soul. You are about to take the most beautiful step forward into the forever you were always meant for. Every soul enters this world under a sacred contract, a divine blueprint carved in love and light, outlining the lessons, challenges, and growth to be fulfilled in this lifetime. Today, your soul contract is complete. You have walked the path set before you with faith. You have passed the tests. You have served, loved, endured, and awakened. And now, the sacred document of your earthly life is sealed with divine approval. This is not the end. It is a powerful transition, a graduation into a higher purpose, a new chapter of divine service and everlasting peace. You have completed your soul's mission. Now the heavens open wide, the gates of eternity stand before you, and God Himself is waiting to welcome your home. It means you have gathered the wisdom and strength necessary to serve in God's eternal plan. You are no longer tethered to the demands of the earthly realm. Instead, you are stepping into your divine role, a role far greater than anything you have previously known. This sacred purpose transcends personal ambition. It is not about serving, but about contributing to the harmony and light of the universe itself. God's design for your life now expands without limit. You are being called to participate in the grand cosmic dance of love, healing, and eternal service. Your soul's mission reaches beyond time, beyond space. It ripples through eternity, touching lives, uplifting spirits, and bringing light to even the darkest corners of existence. Your journey is far from over. In truth, it is evolving into something majestic and eternal. Feel the peace and power that come from knowing your contract is complete. You have fulfilled what you were sent to do. You have lived, served, and endured. And now, you are free to soar higher, to serve with joy, and to embrace the divine calling God has prepared for you since the beginning of. This moment is more than a transition. It is a sacred shift from completion to divine purpose, from fulfillment to eternity. Now imagine this, a place of eternal honor reserved just for you, a seat in heaven lovingly inscribed with your name. This is not symbolic. It is divine reality, a sanctuary prepared by God's own hand, a place of peace, belonging, and spirituality, where your soul will rest and shine forever in the radiance of God. That seat represents more than rest. It symbolizes recognition, validation, the reward for your faith, your perseverance, and your unwavering love. Though the world may have dismissed you, heaven never did. Every silent prayer, every selfless act, every tear shed in trust, they have all been recorded in the eternal life. Your place in the divine realm is secure, marked by sacred love and immortal. The promise of this seat is a powerful. You are never alone. Even now, God is preparing your welcome. Angels are gathering. Divine light surrounds you. You are being wrapped in a peace so profound, it dissolves every last shadow of fear. This seat is not merely comfort, it is a throne of spiritual authority, a radiant platform of grace and purpose. Hold tightly to this truth. Your name is not just known, it is celebrated. In the heavenly courts, it echoes like a song of honor, and when you take your rightful place, you will feel the overwhelming magnitude of God's love and understand the glory He has reserved for you since before you were born. Heaven is ready. Your eternal seat is waiting, and your soul, your divine soul, is being called home. This calling is not ordinary. It marks you as set apart, chosen for a destiny that shines with eternity. God is gently but unmistakably separating you from the crowd, from the noise, the confusion, and the illusions of the world. It is not rejection, it is refinement. It is the sacred process of elevation, of lifting you higher into the realm where your true light can burn without being. Chosen means being called to rise, and now it is your time. It means you have been fully seen. Every struggle, every act of faith, every ounce of love you've poured into this life. And in that divine seeing, God has declared you worthy of a higher honor. This is not about pride, it is about purpose. The world may not have understood your path, but heaven has watched every step. And now it prepares a glory for you that surpass all human comprehension, a reward worthy of your perseverance, your devotion, and your unwavering heart. You are being called to let go of everything that once weighed your spirit down: the doubts, the fears, the worldly attachments and harsh judgments. These chains are not yours to carry anymore. They will fall away as God lifts you into the fullness of His glory, a place of eternal light, boundless peace, and unbroken divine presence. This transformation may feel overwhelming, but know this: it is the loving hand of God guiding you home. So, step forward now with confidence and humility. This separation from the world is not rejection. It is a sacred blessing, a divine invitation to enter the eternal kingdom and take your place among the chosen. You are not being prepared to merely survive. You are being prepared to reign in the glorious presence of the Almighty, forever honored, forever cherished, and eternally loved. There is a profound difference between death and ascension, and understanding this truth changes everything. What feels like an ending is not death. It is a magnificent beginning. You are not fading, you are rising. You are being elevated into higher planes of existence, where your spirit is no longer confined by the heaviness of the physical world. You are not dying. You are ascending to your rightful place in God's eternal kingdom. Ascension is not just a release, it is a sacred transformation, a return to your divine origin, liberation of your true self from the boundaries of time, space, and form. This journey is filled with divine light, unconditional love, and peace that surpass all earthly comprehension. In this realm, your spirit is honored, protected, and cherished forever. This truth is not new. It echoes throughout ancient wisdom and sacred scripture. The soul never dies. It simply shifts, ascends, and continues in higher dimensions of purpose. Your ascension is the culmination of your earthly journey, a celebration of your faithfulness, a testament to the battles you've endured and overcome, and a homecoming into God's eternal embrace. Release the fear. Embrace this sacred passage. You are ascending, rising like the dawn, banishing every shadow of night. Your spirit is alive, radiant, and ready to soar into the limitless expanses of God's realm. This is your victory, your liberation, your divine destiny. Life may have burdened you with heavy spiritual weight, worries, regrets, unresolved pain, but now, as you prepare to transition, God is calling you to let it all go. The baggage has been lifted. The burdens have been washed away in divine mercy and grace. What remains now are the only things that matter: light and faith. Light, the brilliance of your purified soul, the goodness you've cultivated, the love you've given and received. It is the reflection of your divine nature, still shining after every storm. And faith, your anchor, the unwavering trust in God's plan, in God's timing, and in God's love for you. Now, your path is, your soul is light, your faith is strong, and eternity opens its arms. You are not being left behind. You are being lifted higher than ever before. This is your divine ascension. Step into it. Your eternal life has just begun. Even when the path was unclear, God's plan never wavered. And now, as you prepare for your sacred journey, you carry with you only what truly matters. These are your most precious possessions: hope, love, courage, and a deep, unwavering belief in the divine. Everything else, pain, doubt, regret, has been left behind, transformed by the healing touch of. Imagine packing a small, radiant bag filled not with burden, but with light. The lightness of soul makes your ascent easier, your spirit freer, and your connection to the divine deeper. Trust in this divine king. You are being prepared to travel light, unburdened, joyful, and fully alive. The path ahead is not dark, it is bright and inviting, because you now carry only what nourishes your soul. Let go. Let God's love flood every corner once occupied by heaviness. Within you, there has always been a divine spark, a force this world could never fully contain. Your strength, resilience, and light were often too vast for the limitations of earthly life. But now heaven is ready to embrace that power, to let it blossom in full glory. Your true potential waits in the divine realm, and this power you carry is not just inner strength, it is the radiant energy of God, pulsing through you, a force of healing, a catalyst for transformation, a light with eternal. The world tried to dim this light through trials, losses, and suffering, but it failed. Your light has only grown stronger, and now as you prepare to ascend, that power will no longer be hidden. It will be unleashed fully, finally. Heaven is a realm of limitless possibility. There, your soul's gifts will flourish without fear or restraint. There, your sacrifices will be honored, your faithfulness rewarded, your journey celebrated. And in that divine embrace, your spirit will be nourished, expanded, and uplifted in ways that surpass all imagination. Believe this promise, your power eternal, and now it will be fully recognized and rejoiced. The earth was never your final home, it was your training ground. And now your spirit is ready for the magnificent realm where your light will shine. Among the most sacred blessings of this transition is the freedom from pain. In the divine realm, the harshness of earthly suffering dissolves. It is replaced by the tender, eternal care of God, a care that wraps around your soul like a healer. This is a place where wounds mend, where hearts are made whole, where souls find everlasting peace beyond human tension and judgment. The heavy, misunderstood burdens so many carry will follow you. For God's love is not conditional. It is perfect. It sees not your flaws, but your essence, not just light. You will be embraced as you are, whole, worthy, and endlessly loved. This is the ultimate liberation, the sacred release from everything you once carried. Imagine resting in a realm where every tear is wiped away, where pain is but a distant memory, and where divine compassion surrounds you like a warm, This sanctuary of the soul knows no end. It is constant, unchanging, and it is waiting for you. Let this truth quiet your heart. The pain is over, the judgment is gone, the light is rising.